it's Neselle with your ultimate fragrance destination. Thank you all so much for taking the time to tune into this video, and if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, first and foremost, I am so sorry if you guys hear the beeping in the background. That's our smoke alarm, and Hubs needs to replace the batteries, which he's going to do today. So I know it's really distracting for me as well, so I'm going to try to keep my thoughts aligned throughout this video. But as you can tell by the title of today's video, I have a fragrance review to share with you guys. It's actually a review on two different perfumes from Dossier. I do want to extend my sincere love and appreciation to Dossier for sponsoring today's video. I am so happy that I came across this company on my YouTube journey because this company is perfect if you guys are like me and you want to stay on a budget. You don't necessarily want to break the bank to smell nice, to look nice, you know, to feel good. This company is for you. I've had these perfumes for quite some time now, and I've been able to test them out thoroughly, so I can go ahead and give you guys a thorough and in-depth video review. But yes, so I have two fragrances from Dossier to review for you guys today, and I'm so excited. I'm literally beyond excited because this company is so unique and it's very budget friendly. When I was looking more into the company, to be honest with you guys, I really thought that their system is very unique. I don't think I've ever stumbled across a company that offered such a risk-free trial, and it's so easy. So what do I mean by that? So essentially, Dossier is a fragrance company. All of the products are made in France, which is very fancy. But what Dossier does is they take inspiration from very well-known fragrances, high-end fragrances, both niche and designer, which I thought was really cool. So they take inspiration from very popular fragrances and they make a more affordable version of it, but it doesn't compromise the quality of the fragrance. Essentially, I view it as a way to smell really nice and really luxurious and fancy, but not breaking the bank. So for example, I'm just going to show you this guy really quick just so you can see what you receive. So what makes this system risk-free is that when you receive your fragrance box, you're going to receive the full-size bottle, but you also get a sample size. So in order for this to be risk-free, what you do is when you receive your product, test it out in the sample size first. Go ahead and spray this guy. I mean, it's a pretty generous size sample. I want to say this is about 3 mils. So you can go ahead and test this out more than once and see how you like it. And if you find that you don't like it, that's completely fine. Just don't touch the full size bottle here. Close it up, send it back, and you get your money back. No questions asked. But if you find out that you do love the fragrance, then that's totally fine as well because you have the full size bottle here and you have a sample size too. So I find that aspect of this process to be really unique because once you have the product here, it's already there. So if you find that you do enjoy the fragrance, you know, you don't have to do anything. You have the full size and you have an additional sample size. Dossier essentially is like a more affordable alternative to the luxury fragrances. So once you open your box, it says made in France, risk-free order, vegan and cruelty-free, and clean ingredients. And guys, like seriously, this is very, very affordable. So I do know that recently they did do some price changes. If you purchase scents that are inspired by the designer fragrances, they are $29, and then if you purchase fragrances that are supposed to replicate the more high-end expensive niche fragrances, they are $39. But still less than $50, and you are with a full-size fragrance bottle that essentially smells like the original niche or designer fragrance. You guys know I love to keep it real and 100% transparent on my channel. That's just who I am, and if you've been with me for any point of time, you know that. But what I really enjoyed about this concept and the fact that it's unique, it's risk-free, not only that, but as somebody who, you know, financially cannot afford to just blow $500, $400 on one fragrance bottle that's like, you know, really expensive, I like this and I appreciate this because while they don't smell exactly the same as the original fragrances that they are inspired by, hence why they're called inspired by fragrances, I really like it because it smells close enough to it. You know what I mean? So when you're out in public, people aren't going to know, oh, you smell like a cheap alternative to the original fragrance. They're not gonna think that. They're just gonna think, oh wow, you smell amazing, which is, you know, kind of the point of fragrances in general, is to smell really beautifully and it makes you feel good, or at least it does for me. But anyways, let's go ahead and get onto this fragrance review here. So the size of the full-size bottles that they have is 1.70 ounces. So if you decide to keep the full-size bottle for either $29 or $39, you are getting a full 50 ml or 1.70 ounce bottle. I absolutely love the aesthetic of the bottle. It is very, very simplistic and it's very minimalistic, which I know is in right now, but I just love it. There's no frills, there's nothing fancy. It just has the notes on it as well, and it also has the fragrance name and then Dossier here in the bottom right corner. So once you get your box, you also receive a card with more information on it about the fragrance. So Oriental Woody 6 is inspired by Tom Ford's Black Orchid. So I definitely wanted to go ahead and try this out because Black Orchid, if it's not the most popular fragrance from Tom Ford, it's definitely like one of the most popular fragrances from Tom Ford. I'm just so intrigued by the controversy surrounding this fragrance because you either love or you hate this fragrance. There's really no in between, and I always wanted to see like what the hype was about. So I was like, I need this in my life. So the top notes to this fragrance are jasmine, ylang ylang, and a citrus accord. The middle notes are lotus, orchid, spicy floral accord, and then the base notes are sandalwood, vanilla, incense, and patchouli. So this to me already is seasonal. This isn't a fragrance that I would see myself wearing in the warmer seasons because it's just very heavy. I mean, once you throw in patchouli in there, that's already like, okay, yeah, this is either a nighttime fragrance or like a cold season fragrance. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this on my little paper strip for you guys here. Unfortunately, I do not have the original Tom Ford Black Orchid to compare to you all. So for that, I do sincerely apologize. But this is nice. This is nice. 3, 2, 1. I love the opening of this fragrance. In the opening, immediately I get a sweetness. I get that patchouli, that dark spiciness. It's definitely a dark fragrance, but I get the beautiful florals and I get that beautiful sweetness in this fragrance. I love, love, love the vanilla note in here. It's so prominent. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is also a very, very sexy fragrance. So like I said, this to me is more seasonal. This to me is more fall and winter, or it could be date night in the spring and summer season. But this is definitely nighttime. It's so sultry, it's seductive. I love this one so incredibly much. Like I said, I'm really curious to see what the original Tom Ford's Black Orchid smells like. But I love it. This is absolutely gorgeous. The opening is when I get the vanilla note the most, and then as I wore it and as it dries down with my personal body chemistry, that's where more of that woody and earthy quality comes through. I love this one. This one is extremely sexy. For this fragrance in particular, the overall longevity is pretty moderate in my opinion. It lasted about 6 hours on my skin, which is acceptable to me. I want my fragrances to last like 4 to 6 hours before I have to possibly touch up on it. It's not beast mode. It does project and it does linger, but it's more of a softer projection, if that makes any sense. And can we just talk about the quality of these bottles? Like, these are high quality bottles. Like, do you see this? Look, the top is magnetic. Like, like I love the packaging. I love the quality of these bottles, and the actual fragrance itself is also really amazing. This fragrance is definitely unisex. I feel like in the opening of it is where it's more sweet, where it's more floral, where it has more feminine touches, if you will. But as it dries down and as it wears throughout the day, that's where the more unisex component comes through. but it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, it is absolutely stunning. I do genuinely love this fragrance. Okay, so the next scent that I have here is called Oriental 2, and it looks like this. Oh my gosh, I'm just obsessed with their bottles and their packaging. So Oriental 2 is actually inspired by Carolina Herrera's Good Girl perfume, which is very popular, and I had to try this out. So the top notes are almond, the middle notes are iris, jasmine, tuberose, and sandalwood, and the base notes are coffee, tonka bean, vanilla, and cacao. You guys know me. You guys know I'm such a gourmand lover in any type of fragrance, whether it's home fragrance or perfume, body care. Like, I love my gourmand scents. And when I saw that this had coffee in it, I was like, I just need to try this. I just need to try it. So, oh my gosh, the Oriental Woody 6 one is so strong. That's like all I'm smelling right now. But anyways, this one right here is so good. You guys know I love my gourmands. Without any questions asked, I love my gourmands. So this scent to me, it's so beautiful in the opening. So the opening is where I get all those floral aspects. So basically all of the middle notes, that's what comes through in the opening of the fragrance. But as it dries down, those cozy and gourmand and edible fragrance notes come through. And it's just so cozy. Like, I love this fragrance because it's floral, it's feminine, yet it's cozy and gourmand as it dries down. Hubs really like this one. I was actually really surprised that he liked it as much as he does. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can see why a lot of people love Carolina Herrera's Good Girl. It is a really popular fragrance. If you guys stumble across other YouTube reviewers like top date night fragrances, chances are Carolina Herrera's Good Girl will be on that list. But yes, it's absolutely stunning. I love this fragrance. I love the combination because to me it's like an even combination of a sweet floral fragrance yet cozy gourmand edible fragrance. So I just love how they come together beautifully in this scent. I will say on my personal body chemistry with this fragrance, it didn't really last as long as the Oriental Woody 6 one did. This one was lighter, but not too light. Like, you can still smell it and people will still be able to smell you, but it's not as projecting as the Oriental Woody 6. This one on my skin lasted more on like the 4 to 5 hour range, whereas this one lasted more like the 6 hour range, but still on the moderate side, so I'm not complaining at all. But yeah, this fragrance is just, it's just gorgeous. Like, that's all I can say. I am 1000% happy with these two fragrances. Like myself, cannot wait to try out more of their scents because again, I'm just in love with this concept and I'm in love with how easy it is. If you guys are interested in checking them out and placing an order, I do have a 10% off discount for you guys. So on top of the already affordable price that you're paying, I can save you guys an additional 10%. I don't receive any commission from it. This is genuinely just for you guys to save some extra money. Again, just to reiterate, I know I'm constantly repeating myself, but I just cannot stress enough how much I love this concept, especially the times that we're in. I don't personally feel comfortable blowing a significant amount of money on perfume, and this is perfect because this gives me that opportunity to try out scents that are very similar to the original high-end ones that I would like, but at an affordable price. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, please leave it down below and I will try my best to answer to you guys. All of the information that you guys need to know about this company and the discount code and link will be provided for you guys down in the description box, so definitely go ahead and check that out. I love you guys so much. Take care. I hope you are all staying safe, and I will chit chat with you all in my next video. Peace.